All right, some big updates, big changes for my RX-8 project. I think it's really switching from a street car to more of a purpose-built track car, although I will make efforts to make sure it remains street legal. But I pulled out the manual transmission. It was a 350Z transmission. And you can see there, this is the 8 HP70. This transmission is from a BMW, so these come in the M2, M3, M4. I think they're even in the 5, 6, 7 series now. They put them in everything, but these replace the 7-speed dual clutch transmissions. And although, you know, there's a couple milliseconds difference of shift speed, slower than the dual clutch, it's still obviously performing great. I don't think BMW would have made that choice if it was a pretty major difference in a negative way. But these transmissions are very strong. They shift great. There's a couple different modes that they can shift in and do very well on the track. So that's kind of the goal, is to get this to be a paddle shifted track monster. So along those lines, cut out the trans tunnel and most of the firewall, and you can see way back there, the idea is I'm going to push this motor pretty far back. That's going to allow me to have a lot more options for cooling package, as well as some better aerodynamics to get air through the front and up out of the hood without the engine being way up here in the front. And the intake used to be literally all the way up here at the front, right by the radiator. So if I can shove the entire engine way back here, it just does many things. The other interesting thing, the RX-8 had kind of an upper shell and then a lower shell on this frame rail, and then you can see there's like little spot welds every few inches down the rail. So I cut this off. It's about 3/4 of an inch, and the distance, you know, from this rail across, as it is right now, is 28 inches. Obviously a little bit less with what I had cut off there, but then, you know, went through and welded that upper and lower piece back together. So just going through and making some improvements, and, you know, as I said, making it a pretty crazy track car. Not many people go this extreme with their cars. I'm big on the idea of not doing what everybody else is doing, and then, you know, if I'm doing what they're doing and expecting my car to be faster on the track, then maybe it could, but I'm gonna do some bigger, more extreme things, and that way I can expect to get better results, or at least different results. But anyway, big updates. I'm really excited to try this out and have the car be a paddle shifted race car, but also make it street legal. One of the other things I'll be doing, I've always admired shaved engine bays on show cars. Even though this is going to be a track focused car, I want to make it look nice. So I'll be putting back a metal panel for the firewall, and basically making it a shaved engine bay. I'm going to do a pedal box inside the floorboard of the car, so there'll be no brake master, clutch, throttle cable, nothing coming out of the firewall. So it'll be a really clean look, but I've got to patch up all these holes, and then the seam sealer junk, I've got to get all that scraped out. So lots to do, but should be pretty cool when it's all done. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.